Today we are going to talk about packages and imports in the part 1.4 of Java Basics. So as you know, we have already completed 3 parts of Java Basics: Java class structure, main method, scope and lifetime. For those topics, we have already uploaded YouTube videos. So today we are going to talk on packages and imports, importing other packages. So what is a package? Think of it, it's like a folder on your computer. Just like you organize your files into folders, documents, photos, downloads, etc. Java organizes its classes into packages. A package is simply, it's a namespace that is a way to group related classes together so they don't get mixed up, right? So Java has thousands of built-in classes. Without packages, it would be chaos. Even when you are writing for your own code, you will find that there are so many classes, right? So they have to be grouped together, one under HR, one under payment, one under operations. You can have various packages. For OCA exam, there are a few important packages you will see. One is java.lang. This is the core package. It contains string, system, math, integer, the classes we use almost in every program. And here's the special thing: java.lang is automatically imported. You don't have to write import java.lang because Java does it for you. Second is java.util. This is the utilities package. Array list, hash map, arrays, collections, all the data structure classes live here. You'll need to import this one. And third one is java.time. This is the date and time API introduced in Java 8. Local date, local time, period, date time formatter, all are here. The exam loves testing this package. So why do packages exist? Like we said, organization, right? You can keep related classes together. And naming conflicts also. You can have two classes, same name in different packages, it will not matter. But while importing, we are going to discuss how to import them. If say you have two classes called date in java.util and java.sql, you have them, and how to import them we are going to discuss later. So basic import syntax is import package name dot class name. This is how we are going to import it. That's it. For example, if you want to use array list in your program, you write import java.util.ArrayList at the top of your file. This tells Java, go to the java.util package, find the array list class and make it available in my code. Now here's the important thing: this imports only array list. Nothing else from java.util comes, right? Not hash map, not linked list, not collection, just array list. It's like going to a library and borrowing one specific book, not the entire shelf. So if you also need hash map, you write a separate import java.util hash map. So each class needs its own import statement. Sometimes students think that importing one class brings the whole package. It does not. This is called specific import or single type import. On the exam, if you see code using array list but import says import java.util.hashmap, that's a compilation error. The import doesn't match what is being used. Always check that the import matches the class name in the code. And you can always use multiple imports. They are allowed. No issues there. Next is self-written class import, right? Say you have written a class student and in package com.myapp.models, that's your package name, com.myapp.models, and your class resides there, student. Now we have another class called app where you are going to have this public static void main. Even if you don't have, you just want to utilize this particular class there. How do you use it, right? So because this particular class app, it resides in package com.myapp.main. So to use the student class in the app class, what you have to do is to import this student class. How do you import it? Import com.myapp.models, that the package name, and then the class name. So you give that, your student class gets imported. You can instantiate it and start using it here. So what is importing an entire package? Wildcard. Import java.util.star, right? So writing a separate import for every single class can get very tedious, right? If you need array list, hash map, linked list, collections, that's 4 import statements. Java, it gives you a shortcut. The wildcard import, you write import java.util.star. The star means import all classes from that package. Now there is another thing that we are going to discuss. So Java import java.util.star. It brings array list, hash map, linked list, and collections and arrays. Everything that is inside the Java util. One line, all classes. You get it, right? but there is a trap there. The wildcard star only imports classes that are in that package. So there are three things there. In Java, you have java.util one package, then you have java.util.concurrent, that is another package, and then you have java.util.stream, another package. So these are separate packages altogether. So if you write java.util.star concurrent, from concurrent and stream, no class will be brought. That we have to remember. Okay, only array list, hash map, linked list, collections and arrays, these 5 will get brought if you write java.util.star. Okay, so because those the stream and concurrent, they are a sub package, separate folder, so you have to use them. Then you have to use java.util.concurrent.star. So another more thing students ask, does wildcard import slow down your program? No, because the compiler only loads the classes that you actually use in your code. The star makes them available, just make this available. So there is zero performance difference between import java.util.star and import java.util.arraylist. Exam doesn't test any performance here. So next one is java.lang is automatically imported by default. So this package that you don't have to import it at all. Java, it gets a special treatment. So you never need to import it. Java automatically imports from behind the scenes. So why? Because java.lang contains classes that are so fundamental to Java that you literally cannot write a program with them. You have string, you have system.out.println, math, random, math, pi, integer, double, boolean, all wrapper classes. They all belong to java.lang. Even this math.random, math.py, they belong to java.lang.math, etc. So that's why Java brings it without, you don't have to import it. So when you write string s is equal to hello and system out.println s, you don't have to import this particular package. It's already brought in. Another trick is there. Can you explicitly write import java.lang.string? Yes, you can write. It will not create a problem. It's redundant, but it will compile fine. So if the exam shows you import java.lang.string and asks if it compiles, yes, it compiles, no issues there. So this is the only package you have to remember that's auto imported. So there's another thing called fully qualified class name, FQCN. Instead of importing, you can use the full name of that class path basically. So say you have java.util, you can write instead of importing array list and using it, don't have to write that import statement at all. You can write java.util.arraylist and it will work. So you can write java.util.arraylist list is equal to new java util arraylist and it will work, no issues there. Okay, you don't have to import here at all. So this is called FQCN, fully qualified class name, right? So is this practical? No, it's not practical, because if you have to use this array list 15 times, you have to write 15 times so much in your code. It will make your code very long and ugly. So that's why you should avoid it. However, in the exam it can come, so you have to remember that. Okay. And the thing is that we did discuss about the date conflict, right? java.util.Date versus java.sql.Date. How to mitigate that conflict, right? How to solve that conflict. FQCN is the solution. You can import both, but in your code you can use say fully qualified class name for say SQL or SQL, and for java.util.Date you can use your only date here. So order of package and import, that we already discussed, that package declaration must be the first line, then comes import, and then comes class. We have discussed in earlier videos, right? So we have to remember that package is first, import is second, and then comes the class. So we have to remember that. So this is how this one is written. So if import versus same package rule means if classes are in the same package, how do you use it? You don't have to import anything, you can directly use that, right? So you have two classes, class A and B, both are using package com.app. So class B can access class A without any import, you can directly use it, no issues there. But once if you move that class B to different package, say class package.com or .other or something like that, then in that case you have to import class A. So few compile time traps are there, few traps, right? Trap number one is import after class declaration, right? So you cannot import after class declaration. Please remember the order: package first, then import, then class. Then trap number two is say assuming wildcard, it imports sub packages. We have covered that earlier, so it is not the case. So only a few packages get imported. If you use java.util.star, we discussed that it will not bring in java.util.concurrent or stream. We have to remember that. Trap number 3 is confusing FQCN with import. If code uses fully qualified class name inline like java.util.ArrayList, then list equal to new java.util.ArrayList. So no import is needed in this case. So students see no import at the top, immediately pick compilation error without checking the code body. That's not the case. It will compile fine. And trap number 4 is import java.util.star, right? This is illegal. You can't use that. 2 stars is not allowed here. That's illegal. Okay, and import conflict. So this is one of the trickiest problem that you'll see, import conflict there. So you have date problem here, date package here. One is in util date class here, one is in SQL file, another is in util package, one is SQL. Now you are importing both, right, here. So how will this compile? It will not, because the system doesn't know, right, which date you are using. You are using from java.sql or java.util. The system doesn't know. So how you can solve this issue? You can import import java.util.Date and use the date here, right? Date d1 is equal to new date, and so this is java.util.Date. And for the SQL date, you can use FQCN here directly. You don't have to import it. So that way you can solve this issue. So this is a advanced OCA trap. You have to remember that. And static import, we are going to discuss this. So a normal import brings in a class. Static import brings in a static member of a class, a static field or a static method. So you can use it without the class name. We have to remember that. So if you have a static member like a field or a method in another class, using static import, you can bring in a static member. You can do this with static methods too. So without static import, you have to write say you have a class here, right, called app constants. So you have a public static final string app name. This is a final variable, and the static variable, this is another static variable. Now you are importing both, right, app name and max questions. So you can, because you are doing import static here, app name and max questions, this is the class name, and you are doing import static, you can directly use those variable names here. Otherwise you would have to write something else. You would have to write the class name, then the variable name here in that case, right? You would have to write app constants dot app name here, app constants dot max questions. All that you don't have to do because you are using import static. Now so basically a static import lets you skip the class name. Instead of class name dot variable name, you just can use the variable name here. So that's much cleaner way of dealing with it, right? You have to remember also, import static is the this is how we are going to use it. Import static, right? Not static import. Static import will lead to compilation error. So let's go to a first question, and here we have, so what is the result here? So we have array list, a new array list, concurrent hash map, new concurrent hash map. Will it compile? It will not compile, because like we discussed, you are using import java.util.star. So it will not bring this concurrent hash map here. It will bring array list, no issues, but concurrent hash map will not be visible here because it has not imported. You would have to import concurrent hash map, and in that case only it will compile. So it will lead to result will be C, concurrent hash map not found. Next question is what is the result? Import java.util.Date. This also we discussed, right? Date D, new date. This will not compile because the system doesn't really know that which date you are using, right? It's ambiguous, so it will not work. So like we discussed, you can use just java.util.Date and use that date here, and for Java SQL you just use the FQCN. That will lead to this thing. So answer is C, ambiguous import. Question number 3 is what is the result, right? What does it what does it print? So what we have here, first of all, what you are doing is that you are using 2 imports, but they are above the package, right? So it will not compile only. So answer will be C, compilation error. Package declaration must come before imports. So this should be above the import line. So that's all for this video. We'll meet in the next one.